Hello and welcome to this Astranti strategic analysis video for the November 2021 and February 2022 OCS exam sitting. So in this strategic analysis video, we will be looking at the case study company TreadCushy. So before I get into the strategic analysis itself, I'll start off by giving you a quick recap on TreadCushy itself, the case study company. So TreadCushy designs, manufactures and sells athletic shoes. The company is based in the fictional country of Keyland in mainland Europe, which uses the K dollar as their currency. Further, a key aspect of TreadCushy is the fact that the company places a lot of focus on the use of natural and recycled materials to produce its shoes. So as such, it's got a strong focus on environmental friendliness and its sustainability, and this does currently mark it out from the competition. We're told in the preceding document that TreadCushy shoes are seen as being a bit trendy, and in fact, the company has grown and grown over the years, and so too has the global market for athletic shoes. So now that I've given you a quick refresh on TreadCushy, let's now get started by taking a look at the actual strategic analysis itself. And in this video, I'll be using something called the rational planning model. Now, the rational planning model itself isn't actually relevant to the OCS exam in the sense that you won't be asked questions about it. However, the rational planning model is a fantastic tool for us to use to perform a comprehensive, detailed analysis of a company's strategy, and so we'll be applying this model to TreadCushy to get a detailed understanding of its strategic position. So specifically, in this video, we will be starting off by considering where TreadCushy wants to be in the future. And then after that, we'll look at where TreadCushy currently is. And then once we've looked at both aspects of the preceding company, we will then work out how it can navigate from where it currently is to where it wants to be. And the way we navigate in this way from point A to point B is the company's strategy. So how will we be analysing the place where TreadCushy wants to go, where it wants to be in the future? Well, we'll start off by discussing the different aspects of the company's mission. After that, we'll be discussing the company's objectives, as well as critical success factors for TreadCushy, a brief stakeholder analysis to take a look at the relative power and interest levels of the company's key stakeholder groups, a look at corporate governance, as well as a discussion about ethics and corporate social responsibility, or CSR for short, in relation to TreadCushy and the wider athletic shoe industry. We will also be taking a look at the marketing mix to take a detailed look at where the company is now, followed by a Pistel analysis of the company's external environment, as well as the use of Porter's value chain to take a look at TreadCushy's value-adding activities, and then a SWOT analysis to take a look at the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats facing TreadCushy. After that, we will be taking a look at defining the company's business strategy by suggesting some potential strategies that TreadCushy might want to take going forward. So let's get started by considering TreadCushy's mission. So when we consider a company, we have many different key questions, key fundamental questions that we could be asking about it. What is the organisation all about? Why does this organisation exist? Who does it exist for? And what is the organisation trying to achieve in the world? So an organisation's mission statement is designed to answer all of these questions. So in doing so, it helps to provide the company with a common purpose, a point of focus for the organisation's strategy, and it also provides direction to the company's directors to guide objective setting as well as strategic thinking. As such, an organisation without a strong mission may have a lack of focus and purpose, and also might be confused with regards to its strategic direction. So there are 4 different elements set out by Campbell which are key to good mission statements, and the first of these is purpose. So in terms of the purpose element, we're answering a few key questions here. Why does the organisation exist? For whom does it exist? And what does the organisation hope to achieve in the long term? So let's now consider how TreadCushy might respond to these questions. Well, the organisation exists to produce well-crafted, sustainable footwear, both performance footwear for people who are into their running as a hobby, as well as casual footwear to be worn as more of a fashion accessory. And in the long term, we're told that the company wants to be carbon neutral and that it also wants to expand. So in the introduction to the preceding document, a particular expansion related goal that we were told about was that the company wants to produce 1 million shoes per year. We can also infer from the remainder of the pre-scene documents that the company is considering offering new products as well, as another aspect to its expansion. For instance, in his director profile, we were told that Harry Blanc, the company's product development and IT director, is keen to expand the product base into apparel and other fitness-related products. Additionally, we were told that Emily Keder, the company's finance director, believes that the business is on a sound financial footing and that now is the time for it to invest in new products and markets. Moving on to the next key element that we can discuss with regards to TreadCushy's mission, and that is strategy. That is, answering the question of how will the organisation compete and the range of businesses it is operating within. So how does TreadCushy compete with its rivals? Well, one key way is the fact that it has this key focus on sustainability with regards to its shoes, which, as we were told at the beginning of the pre-scene, is an aspect of the athletic shoe industry that has been neglected in the past. That is to say, we were told that the co-founders at the time of starting the company increasingly found themselves frustrated at the lack of focus on environmental concerns and the lack of natural and recycled materials being used to create athletic shoes, quoting directly from the pre-scene there. So as we can see, TreadCushy has been set up essentially to fill this niche in the market and provide a more environmentally friendly form of trainer. So this covers the sustainability angle. However, there are other aspects of TreadCushy shoes that allow it to compete as well. These being, first of all, that we were told in the pre-scene that the company's shoe designs are seen as being trendy. So by, of course, setting their designs apart from the competitors, by making shoes that people want to wear from an aesthetic perspective, in addition to the sustainable element, comes together to make the shoe desirable from a fashion trend perspective. In addition to this trendiness and the sustainability, we also have the issue of comfort. We're told that TreadCushy shoes are comfortable to wear, so people might choose the shoes on this basis as well. So a number of reasons why the organisation has been able to compete thus far in the athletic shoe market. Moving on to the next key element, we have the issue of organisational values, that is what the organisation stands for. So when it comes to TreadCushy, we can first of all think about the quality of the product. We're told that the co-founders of the company decided that the production would be kept in-house to ensure that there was a focus on craftsmanship, implying that there are high quality standards associated with the company's shoes. And again, the second key value that I have highlighted here is the environmental consciousness of the company. Again, the use of natural and recycled materials being a key part of the company's brand and a key reason why the company was set up in the first place. So this core value of environmental consciousness is going to be a key element of the organisation's mission. Last but not least, we have policies. So policies refer to the policies that people at the company are expected to follow, which will ensure that they act according to the defined values, strategy and purpose. So essentially reinforcing the other key elements that we've just looked at. So some examples of policies at TreadCushy include the policy of design approval. That is to say, we're told in the pre-scene document that designs for new athletic shoes have to go through initial approval and then, following a testing process, final approval as well. This ensures that any designs that the company puts out are consistent with its overall aesthetic and values. We also have policies relating to training. For instance, in the pre-scene document, we're told that managers of the company's retail locations are responsible for training retail staff, and it's important that these retail staff are trained so that they can offer customers the best possible in-store experience and therefore give customers a reason to shop at TreadCushy stores as opposed to shopping with their competitors. Now, training, of course, isn't just going to be restricted to retail employees working at TreadCushy. We can also assume that there is training to manufacture these company shoes, given the focus that the company places on craftsmanship, for example. However, the specific policies aren't immediately clear just from the pre-scene document. Similarly, we can imagine that the company has a lot of environmental standards in place, although again this isn't made hugely explicit in the pre-scene document. We can infer, for example, that the company will always, wherever possible, only work with suppliers of raw materials that are natural or that have been recycled. So these are some key ways that TreadCushy can make sure that it acts in line with its mission. So whilst we're not explicitly given TreadCushy's mission statement in the pre-scene document, by analysing the information we've been provided with in the pre-scene, we can take a look at how the key elements of a mission statement in general would apply to the company. And so this gives us a bit more of an insight into the priorities for this organisation. So let's now move on to take a look at the company's objectives as well as performance measurement. So a company's objectives provide it with a focused target to move towards, and these targets help with direct planning, they help to motivate staff, and they also enable accurate performance measurement, as of course we can measure progress towards these objectives. So based on the pre-seen document, we can actually see a few specific targets that TreadCushy has set for itself. In particular, we're told that by 2025, the company wants to be selling over 1 million pairs of athletic shoes each year. We're also told that the company wants to sell to more than 20 countries, and separately to sales, the company also wants to be carbon neutral by 2030. So again, we're seeing this idea of the company putting environmental friendliness as a priority by looking to reduce its carbon footprint. We can also see this goal of expansion as well, bearing in mind that at the moment, TreadCushy is selling well below 1 million pairs of shoes per year. There are also very likely to be more specific strategic targets that we haven't yet been told about. And in fact, if the unseen, that is to say, information given to you in the exam, suggests that TreadCushy does not have specific strategic targets in addition to the ones that I've discussed here, then this is actually a weakness in the company's planning approach, as this is indicative that the company might be lacking a bit of direction and focus. And as I touched upon a moment ago, this is going to affect staff motivation and hamper performance measurement. So moving on to the next section of this analysis, where we'll be considering TreadCushy's critical success factors. So before we consider TreadCushy specifically, let's first take a moment to actually refresh your knowledge on what a critical success factor actually is. So a critical success factor are the things that an organisation must do well if it is to be successful. And as such, it's absolutely crucial or critical that each critical success factor for the case study organisation, that is in our case TreadCushy, is developed and improved to make sure that it is a strength of the business. Therefore, if a new strategy is recommended in the unseen, that is to say in your exam, that actually supports critical success factors for TreadCushy, then you should possibly support this strategy, assuming it is actually realistic in other ways. For instance, it is affordable and financially viable. But speaking in general, if it's in alignment with the company's critical success factors, then this is a point in this proposal's favour. Conversely, if something in the unseen is contradictory to these critical success factors, then you should definitely question whether they are appropriate. As of course, we don't want to undermine something that is critical to the organisation's success. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you found it useful. I'd just like to take a moment to talk about some of the different case study products we offer here at Astranti. All of these products are available together as a package as part of our case study course. However, they can also be purchased individually. So we have our exam technique series, which comprises both a study text and a video series. So in this product, we'll teach you how to plan your answers, analyse the case study material, and manage your time in the exam. So all of these are vital skills that you need to have to make sure you don't miss out on any marks. We also have our theory revision series, which again is both a study text and a series of videos. So these talk about specific theories relevant to your case study exam. These are all topics that are frequently tested, and so this part of our course is directly tailored to the exams that you will be sitting. Additionally, we have our pre-seen analysis. So as part of this, there will be a video that goes through the pre-seen document point by point to discuss the most important aspects that you need to know ahead of your exam. Additionally, there will be a video that will talk about the top 10 most likely unseen issues that are likely to come up in the exam. Plus, we have the strategic analysis video. This will be talking about the key models taken from the CIMA syllabus and then discuss how they apply directly to the case study that you will be looking at. We also have our industry analysis, a comprehensive document that looks at the different aspects of the real-world industry that the case study company operates within. So this will give you everything from an overview of the history of the industry to any issues relating to corporate social responsibility and protecting the environment, analysis of real-world competitors to the case study company, and overall trends in that industry. It will also provide 25 real-world industry issues that can be used as examples in the exam. In addition to this document, there is also an accompanying video. We also provide mock exams, which are based on past case study exams, and also based on the exact case study that you will be tested on. Therefore, they are designed to be as close as we possibly can get them to the actual exam you will be sitting. We also offer marking and feedback. So if you purchase this, you'll get a tutor to go through your exam script, tell you if you would have passed your exam, and also tell you what you could have done better going forward. You'll also get comments on your exam technique, so all the different things to help you get as prepared as possible for sitting the real thing. We also offer question packs. So if you'd like to practice a specific part of the CIMA syllabus, you can look at a question pack directly tailored to that area, so you can get that vital practice in ahead of your exam. We also offer 2 all-day masterclasses, one at the start of the course and one at the end. So the first one will be covering how to plan effectively ahead of your exam. Then the second is a revision masterclass, which will be going through all the material that you've been learning throughout your studies to give you a nice refresher before sitting that exam. So head over to www.astranti.com for more information about all of these case study products. Until then, I'd like to take the chance to wish you all the best of luck for your case study exam.